Alrighty, the next quest we have for the story is Amidst the Apocalypse, given to us by Milil, the waitress we just talked to. Let's see what happens here. Kalzal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Kalzal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama, the name is new to me. How do we get there? Says Graha. I'll write down some directions. Hands something to him. I cannot promise that you will find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it is a start. Come, let's see where this lead takes us. Once again, accompanied by Graha. Can I go this way? Yes, yes you can. Yes you can. Can I kick it? Yes you can. Can I kick it? With a big old circle where we will talk to Graha. Ask for directions. Let's see. After leaving the Mahane, we're to retrace our steps and head back towards the Aetheryte Plaza. Really? That's what you had me do? For no freaking reason? It's the freaking reason, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. There's a few more spots to have little conversations with Graha, and I will do that just to kind of have it all, get it all done. Experience everything. Ask for directions again. From here, we ascend the stairs. Oh, we actually needed to go this way? Why? Why can't we just... Oh, because we gotta go across that bridge up top. So we go up the stairs. Take a left. A little bit more stairs through some ornate double doors. We're kind of outside again here. Ask for directions again. Checks his map. Oh, this must be huge. In which case, we should take the path leading southeast. Still can't mount. Why do I keep trying? I'm just used to trying. All I do is win, except for when I try to mount here. And in a lot of other places in life. If we keep going this way, we should arrive in Kama before long. Walking these unfamiliar streets is quite the adventure, is it not? I can only hope we can explore Rodset Han at our leisure once this crisis has passed. Adventure? No, it's just... no. The bridge has those arches on either side, so it's basically entirely wide open to seeing the view, down on the paved streets below, and also some grassy areas in this area, in this zone. In the city, whatever. In the city. Alright, we have an actual progression for the quest. And this must be Kama. We've arrived at last. Let's begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Kalzal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. Okay. So... we do seem to have a lot of closed doors that could be domiciles. Also, as everything else in this city, you got your reds, your blues, your greens, your yellows, just colors everywhere. Colors, colors everywhere. Colors, colors in your hair. I do not know why I'm doing the speaking of this that I'm doing. Can I go in? Oh, I can go in. Cool. So there's someone to talk to here. Pariga, an elephant person. What are they called? Marids? Marids? Could you come back another time? I just woke up and I'm not exactly in the mood for the idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. You may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavner. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Kalzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Kalzal? Aye, I know him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around, thanks to a generous order from Ruvadan Ruveda Fibers. R-U-V-E-Y-D-A-H. Ruveda Fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume it all went well. Jinabaha might be able to tell you more, though. As I recall, he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Jinabaha at Ruveda Fibers. Let's make a point to visit him after we've spoken with other locals. So that's one of two. I did not know I had to go inside doors until just trying it for the first time there. Let's try Zisvan. It's not blocked off. And here we go. We got Mati. Calls you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return, he'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easily as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really. What with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night I heard the door open. I looked out to see Korzal sitting on a bench, his head hung low, a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I see. The situation must have been quite dire indeed. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? She shakes her head no. Nothing to speak of, other than troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Korzal, cordial and honest like always. These questions you're asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in that terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughters told me not to venture outside. Stuck in here as I am, I've heard little about these bazaar goings-on. Rest assured the city is safe for now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge should the satrap order it. Right. We got to run. Is that an email? Or, oh, cool. Fiance's awake. She had the flu. I'm hoping she's feeling better today, but we'll find out. Got to finish this quest first. Get it all done, get it all done, get it all done, get it all done, get it all. We have a glowing big square where we'll talk to Graha. Discuss the way to Dharma. If I'm not mistaken, these stairs lead to Dharma. It is quite the sight, the red sky above. India. During the final days of yore, the heavens burned and the stars fell. Creation magics run amok. That was my assumption when I saw Amrat. Perhaps the ancients believed the same, that the terror of a single powerful individual was the cause of their calamity. And yet, those self-same horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that sets the heavens aflame and turns ordinary men into beasts? And then, so we went up a little flight of stairs. We're gonna run through these rings of trees, young trees. We have possibly our last little speaking thingy with Graha here. Discuss Ruveda fibers. They're farming silkworms. This must be Ruveda fibers, where we should find Jinabaha. Okay, cool. That was useful. Let's go down and talk to Jinabaha. That's D-J-I-N-A-B-A-H-A. Jinabaha. Mail. Cutscene. Let me go over this. And hurry, I say, there's no time to waste. He's speaking to a couple of his subordinates or co-workers, or they dash off. Pardon me, but you are in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions that we'd like to. I'm sorry, but I simply don't have time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment, and we must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak with it when the job is done. He thinks it over. Very well. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. Kraha does a fist in palm, ready to get down with the jobness. And you can carry our fabrics, he says to me. Points toward a door? Yeah, double door. Go through that door and speak with Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Probably Kamala, now that I, know the correct pronunciation of our current vice president. Remember, these textiles are a livelihood. Handle them with care. Oh. So we have a hallway with doors, big doors on either side. Some roped off, some guarded, some stairs. Here's Kamala, an elephant, and Marid. This area is for employees only. Out, out. We explain why we're here. She's like a little taken aback. What's that? You've come to help? Oh, praise be to Mindaruva. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you passed 3 storehouses, yes? I'd like you to carry that small crate to Nabrifal, Nahbrifal, Nabrifal, I guess, by the storehouse near the hatchery. The crate of clothing is for Manuha. That massive crate there goes to Zamira by the middle storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here completed. Limited time to complete the task. Should you fail, return. Oh, freaking great, dude. I didn't listen. The light crate to Nabrifal. This guy. Thread, is it? You've come to the right place. We thank you for your aid. I don't see a timer, so... Ordinary crate. Takes a bit longer to pick it up. If you have any crates of finished products such as carpets, clothing, and the like, pray bring them here to our primary storehouse. A crate full of clothing, is it? I can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. And last but not least, a weighty crate. Much longer to pick this one up, and be wary of its effect on our back. But he's right here. I say, you're quite the brawny one, aren't you? A good thing. That, never know when you'll need to defend yourself in these unpredictable times. A crate full of fabrics, is it? Exactly what I was hoping to receive. Here, let me put that away for you. And we'll talk to Kamala one more time. You've carried all the crates to the storehouses, you say? And so quickly, too. Why, I've never seen anyone so strong. I and my associates will see to the rest, so please return to Jinabaha and assure him our work is proceeding apace. To tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late, but generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. He's close, so I shan't sprint, although it really wouldn't. I'll get the sprint back by the time I need to run again, so whatever. Probably. Done as I asked, have you? Or you have? If Kamala is satisfied with your work, then so am I. You have done us a great favor, traveler. Cutscene, remove. Graha comes back as well. I, too, have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies in confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the doors, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror. In the next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he's like burying his face in his hands. He too transformed. I'm sorry. There was something you wanted to ask. Indeed, you knew the merchant Kalzal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Kalzal, I know him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for us for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand, we simply had no choice. We tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news. He tried to put on a brave face, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. You remember what we saw in Vanaspati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts one after the next. It would seem the same phenomenon occurred here, the poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends, as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the change. I suspect that everything began with Kolzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered from the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were what triggered his transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Gets a nod from me. Amidst the apocalypse is complete. We'll see if there's an extra. That's it. I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed.